Hi there! In this video series, I would like to share the things that I've learned about Pulp while creating my first Playdate game, Magic Castle. In today's video, I want to talk about the importance of having a vertical slice for your game. I created one when I was working on Magic Castle, and it really helped. I think that without it, I would either take much longer to finish the game, or I would not release it at all. Okay, so apart from being slightly hungry at the moment, there's a reason I'm using a pizza as an example. When you order a pizza and eat the first slice, then that slice ideally should represent the rest of your meal. And software development uses exactly the same concept. In video game development, a vertical slice is a playable portion of a game that showcases its core mechanics and intended player experience. What you're seeing right now is what I consider a vertical slice of Magic Castle. That was the first thing I did when actively developing the game. It took about 2 months to finish. There are not too many graphical assets here apart from the enemies and player character. The main focus is to nail down the core mechanics of the game in the context of a simple quest progression. The player moves around the level, reaching a point where he is prompted by the UI to talk to an NPC, represented as a square. After some sample text, we get straight into the combat system, which was 70% done at that point. The player can perform all basic actions like attack, defend, run, and all possible outcomes are implemented. You can win, lose, or run away, and for each of those actions, the NPC will respond with appropriate text. The order in which player actions are happening in this slice are also the order in which I implemented all of the core mechanics of the game. Let's take a look. The Pulp engine does not natively support smooth player movement, so that was my first step. That was the first thing that I wanted to implement, and I have a whole separate video about how that was achieved. Then we have collisions, the main UI prompt, which is click A to interact, interactions, in this case with an NPC. Then we have the combat, and like I said, the combat was already done. Most of the basic systems were done in this case. Uh, so I wanted to have all possible outcomes like losing, winning, or running away from a fight. And then we have all of the post-combat outcomes and side effects. In this case, a side effect is how the NPC reacts to the outcome of the fight and what kind of dialogue will happen afterwards. Okay, and now let's talk about the 3 reasons to have a vertical slice. Number 1, prove the game concept. So this is the most important thing. A vertical slice helps validate whether the game's core mechanic, aesthetics, and tone actually work together. It forces you to answer critical questions early, like is the core gameplay fun and engaging? Does the art style match the tone? Are the controls and feedback intuitive? You should have an answer to all of those questions at this stage. Number 2, identify production challenges early. This one is also super important, and that's because building a vertical slice forces you to go through most of your production pipelines at least once. And we're talking about art, animation, UI, code, performance, and etc. You have to import at least a little bit of each of those things, work with them, and that will definitely expose potential bottlenecks, engine issues, or workflow inefficiencies. For me, the most important takeaway at this stage was that Pulp as an engine is easy to work with. However, it does not scale very well, especially if you have a lot of assets, a lot of animations. It just doesn't work very well when you have to manage a lot of them. And the same went for moving the player. When you have a player that moves smoothly in that engine, and it introduces its own set of new challenges and drawbacks that you have to consider. If you want to release your first game, then you definitely need something that can help stay you focused and not lose motivation. This is what a vertical slice does for you.
Stay on target. We're too close. Stay on target.
A vertical slice acts as a microcosm of the full game. So, by completing it, you get a clear picture of how long things actually take with your resources and tools, a grounded basis for estimating scope, milestones, and deadlines, and instead of guessing or overcommitting, You build the roadmap from real experience, not just theory or wishful thinking. That's all in today's video. See you in the next one.